Okay, guys, I got one for you here. Usually I'm the type of guy that I almost can't keep a secret when I do these videos. I go, "Hey, you want to see da da da?" And then I proceed to at least show it to you, and stuff. And sometimes I'll kind of sneak into it a little bit, but it generally just straightforward shows it to you. This time I'm not gonna tell you hey, you want to hear a joke about this? And then proceed to tell you a joke where I've pretty much told you the punchline. I just want you to develop your own joke and punchline, if you will, here when we look at this. We're looking at these statues. I just want you to tell me where these were found at and what would make it make sense for you. And you see kind of an Egyptian motif that's here, but here you see some Bedouin, Middle Eastern looking type thing, but doesn't have to be. Here you see almost an English maiden looking type thing, and which looks like it's made into a shoehorn style something. And then you see this, and that looks extremely Egyptian, only if we make a closer look, that's not a snake, that's a fleur-de-lis. Yeah, let's see if I can dim that down a little. Yeah, maybe that helps. Fleur-de-lis. And I've shown you that being all over the Levant, and of course fleur-de-lis is French, and Levant's a French word, but then we look at Sumeria, and I've shown it listed up in there in this trident form that you're seeing here. Kind of gets important with a lot of people, like, I don't know, Poseidon and Neptune and a few others. So what's up with this? I don't know. I'm not gonna I just want you to, where would you think that this was at this point, that I'd say this was all found? It's found together. So would we be looking at the delta of Egypt, or Sumeria up in Libya or Syria, or are we almost over in the Middle East? Are we up in, are we all the way over in Europe someplace somehow? What is this? Oh, well, I'll get to that. This is a photo collection that whenever I was showing you something here not too long ago, I made reference to it, and I told you I couldn't find it, and there was a couple of pictures. Well, it's not a couple, there's a crap load, and we'll start getting into that here. So now we look at this, and here's a birdish statuette, and you see it's a bird with its wings clasped, and around there from the back, this is the back view, and this is the regular view here. And well, let me see, maybe I have to go like that, that'll help. And so you look at the face of it, and wow, that's like Egyptian, isn't it? It's got the little chin beard on it. It's kind of strange, but yeah, there's a bird. It looks like a man rather than a woman. It's listed as Birdman. That's all it says. So here's a large marble head. It was found with this same grouping. And I'll tell you, some of this stuff looks like it's elder, and some of it looks like it's 1500 BC-ish and so on, and you get this weird forms that come out of it. But so this looks like a chess piece, first thing to me. Bishop's chess piece, bishop's hat. There's a fleur-de-lis again on this thing. Some of that. You look though, this isn't no chess piece. That's a quarter. This thing right here must be, oh my God, what is that thing? Almost a foot tall. Yeah, this is an effigy situation. Little thin, tight lips, and he's just straightforward staring at you. I don't know if it was painted at one time, but looking at the back of it, there's this 5 on a dice with the center dot back here on the back of the head, and you can see this helmet that goes around his ears, and it looks like he's got kind of a mullet thing going on. You can see that. Yeah, so what's up with that? Well, hold on. So where are you now? Where do you think we're at? Okay, well, hold on. There's more. Just found right near each other. Right. All this is found right near each other. And so where do you think we're at? I mean, it's look at this face here, and you look at the ears, and they almost look like an elfin ear or some kind of what crap. You know, the face has just been smeared off, so it's been flattened out. But what's he got here? He's got a weird little cap on top of his head. It's a little pointy cap, and if you look in the back of his head, he's got a little mullet going down here with a little braid. What do you think that is? Huh? Oh, well, hold on. I haven't even really got a good chance to start the joke yet. So look at this. This is something that's, bigger than hand size that you have, but you might use it in some deal like that. But it has some scribbling here on the side of it, which actually looks kind of like Proto-Canaanite a little bit. Yeah, it's got a little of that. In fact, two of these symbols in here I recognized also look a little like the Berberish ideogram, early languages. But what's this? And then so it's got 3 dashes and then that symbol again, which very similar to this symbol. That's strange. It's a person's face. But on the other side, I mean, damned if that doesn't look like a ruler. And on the ruler, it has the symbols marked out onto it here. And then a dot for that. And this must be a legend for something. Right? So you see this. Almost looks like you could hold it and you could pound with that or grind with that or do something. I don't know what this has to do with anything. We're just going to continue. And where do you think we are now? We're all still together. Let's continue. Oh my God. Well, where the hell are we now? That's a dime, not a quarter now, so you can kind of see the size of this thing. Oddly, it seems to be made a little bit like those bas relief rolling scrolls that they had for the Sumerians and stuff, and the cylinder seals. But you can take a look at the way this thing looks, and that's quite strange. And it's got a big braid cuke coming down the back of its head, and then on top of its head is a stamp, it almost looks like. It's got this sun symbol, right? And not only does it have a sun symbol, but it's got 8 rays coming off of that. And that's kind of symbolic, and you get the 8-rayed sun from the Sumerians and the Indians and Proto-Indo-European people, but man, that's kind of odd. It's almost like a tiki god kind of situation, huh? Okay, so let's look here again. So here's another little small marble man that was around him. And man, that almost looks Asian, doesn't it? So now, now I'm sure you've got a totally different idea where we're at, huh? Let's see, but you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. I mean, let's see, the Silk Road ran around. Where could we be? Who knows? Hey, up here in the comments, where are we at? Y'all say it. I'm gonna let this go for a while. Where do you think we're at? I might even give a warmer type thing, but no, I don't wanna just totally give it away. But where do you think we're at? Swirled turban hat, 8-spoked sun symbol, sun worshipping people looks like here, top of their head, breastplate type thing. What is this? That is a quarter. This thing's huge, a lot bigger than some kind of salt shaker. Let's continue. Marble man standing. Wow, that other looks like that Göbekli Tepe kind of looking guy with the blue inset eyes a little bit. You can see the little effigy of kind of a facial type thing already on this. This is supposed to date way back, and you can tell we're looking at a little bit of 2 separate dating type area times here, and also 2 different qualities. Seems to have some type of sash going across right here. And then that looks almost like a Sumerian ring hat type thing to have. Man, we're having a bad storm outside. I don't know if that picks up on a microphone or not, but wow. So let's we got one more here about that same time period, but you can tell there's a lot of care done with this. Strangely though, this right hand that he has, probably carrying a stick, something going along with it. Yep, there's a little hair, the way he looks. It's kind of strange, and this one almost looks, I mean, I don't know, Eskimo, Hopi, Indian, weird looking Chinese Aleutian something. I don't know. Now I'm trying to lead you, aren't I? Let's not do that to you. Let's go to a let's go to another section here of things that looks a little more portraitish. Maybe that'll help you a little bit better. Now these were found, and there's these medallion pieces. This looks like it was cut from thin piece shale, and then it's been sanded, rounded, and then smoothed quite a bit. So you can see this in this plumed helmet with a winged effigy on it. So this almost looks so, oh man, you have shades of King Arthur and crap, huh? And then it's got a water symbol right below it here. The water, what is this? The sun symbol up here, definitely is the sun symbol. And then you look at this scratching right here, and it almost has an ogam effect to it. But what it really looks like to me is a lot of that stuff that they found up in Kamyanamohila and the Shu Nun. And the people over there that date to like 22,000 BC, this early linear writing type of thing. It's kind of strange. I don't know, where do you think we're at now? Now we're looking at two separate timing dates, but oddly these were found about the same date in the same place. Almost a cache or a hoard. I'll give you a hint that way a little bit, but no, I don't want to mislead you. Let's try this again. So they found another portrait, and it looked like this. Well, that's kind of strange, isn't it? Yeah, and it's got a feather. Right? So we're Pocahontas-y now, but that looks like my sister whenever she was 16 years old. What the hell is this? I know that's a guy. It looks a little bit more guyish, but pretty decent scratch art there. Now, these supposedly weren't fakes, and a lot of these supposedly sold for a large amount of money to unknown blah, blah, blah. But here we have that proto-script. Yeah, definitely. If you looked it up, it seems to be a mix of what they used for Canaanite and Berber scripts and so on. This basically means city or land in Egyptian, Proto-Berber, and Sumerians used it. At times, almost an X marks the spot in many ways too. Pyramid, 3 lines on a diagonal. Primordial Y, anybody? Under him, an X in a box. Up here are scratching in lines too. 3 together, separate. 3 separate. 3 together, separation. 3 with each separation. It'd be like 2 initials, basically. 2 sounds, actually. Oh, so now that just changes everything, doesn't it? So where do you think we're at now? Might kind of blow you away. Where the heck could you be where it looked? I mean, are we at the Trojan War and it was a great world war and it had all kinds of people there? Is that what we're going to go with? Y'all tell me over there and here in the sidebar here stuff. I'm running this live, so y'all can, what do you think this is? That helmet style is a lot different, but we just saw those in portraits of people from a few centuries BC. Pardon. Good ideas. Look at the swirl that's built on the side of his helmet. Kind of like a snail shell. It's not exactly what it is. Look, it's a winged disc. Anybody? Sun worshippers? No? Okay. Let's go on. This was found here too. Here's a symbol of 3 hills and 3 hills, and then a set of hills, like a water symbol. Or a snake over a water symbol. It's more like 3 hills. 3 diamonds. Anybody? Hmm? And helmet. It's almost just a helmet cap, isn't it? Just a skull cap. Okay. Let's go here. I know it's a little bit fuzzy, and it's a lightly scratched, embedded, slightly embossed, slightly bossed relief kind of style, but I don't know. What do you think? That's kind of Egyptian, or maybe that Canaanite, those Philistines. Yeah, maybe like that. Those Philistines. There, looks kind of like them, doesn't it? There you go. It says, oh, hey, but that's right there, huh? Is that where we are? Oh, what do y'all think over there, huh? What do y'all think? Look at this script over here in these writings. There's the 3 line people writing too. Here we go with, yeah, and the angle mark. This. Well, we've got some ancient symbology going on here. Definitely some of the ideograms they use. Too bad this is all scratched out, but there is some that's up here. But it actually doesn't look like one people's language. Even to me at a glance, this looks like 2 things, kinda. I don't know. And then, oh wow, does this have boobs? Is that a female? Is this some kind of, what is this Nefertiti? Or a Egyptian queen type? I mean, that looks kind of Nefertiti in the hat and everything. Kind of gives me that idea. I mean, okay, let's move on. Anybody an idea where we're at? Huh? Let's continue. So what's this look like to you? There's a quarter up there, so you can kind of see the difference. There's that sun. Here's these falcons, birds, eagles, effigies, huh? Triple spike on the bottom. Common to certain people. Almost looks like what we used to draw as like a bear paw or a lion's paw mark. Yeah? Like when they walk and they leave a print. Hint, hint. Anybody? Nice necklace here. Doesn't this shaved head effigy here looks very Sumerianish to me? But then again, it almost looks kind of Caesarish, but they don't have any little wreath around his head or anything. Meh, kind of meh, right? Sun, birds, let loose a dove, let loose a raven. Anybody? No? Okay, let's continue. I think we're here. There. Just like an old nickel, an old dime, old quarter itself. I mean, look at the dime and how the person's in the middle over the head, and you look at this symbol and it looks like kind of like that. A lot of people said these are either panthers going around it or bears going around it. And then there's those 3 lines in between each one, but they're bent like snakes. Anybody? What do you think over there in the comments? Where is this? We don't get anybody giving some real good, I'm not going to tell you. Oh, somebody's probably already got it. I'm just telling you that. Where are we at? Okay, well, there's another schist disc, right? Oh, hint, hint, schist disc. What's this? Let's see. That looks kind of Egyptian. Everybody's first glance. Then you realize that, oh, that's more of a swan or a goose type. It's a bird. That's not the snake thing. But he's got the gods QK or twisted or scratched chin lines of the Egyptian thing. This looks what? And he's got a diamond earring, diamond shaped. What's going on here? 3 hills. What is this? Yeah, this is like foreign ruler of a foreign land. I can't make this out. There's some of it I kind of thought I made it out. I really want to try to write this out and then see, but again, I think I'm looking at 2 different linguistics together. But here we have the water sign of the Egyptians, the open mouth, Here's the Ankh. No, that's an odd one. Here we have a Proto-Canaanite letter. It's okay. Where do you think we are at? What do you think that is? We'll go one more here. Damn. Now, if you were confused up until right now, I'm sure you're just quite even more confused. Where the hell are we? I could make you confused by saying something like Sumatran Islands. Look at this. Oh, it's a Sumatran Islander. But is it? They have two plumes on the top of their head. This is what the Libyans looked like in the Egyptian thing. But they're looking head on. You never see them in Egyptian head on. Nobody draws that way. They always draw everything sideways. They draw the body this way and then everything sideways. So did the Sumerians and stuff. But this looks like they're going at it head on. The eyes, though, seem to be perfectly scalloped out, smooth. Little nose, little lips, earrings. What's going on with that? Got his arms crossed, though, almost like a mummy or a priest or a pharaoh. But where y'all think we're at? Huh? Let's see, how long are we going here? 20. We're over 20 minutes. Let's go to faces. Let's see if we can get it off of faces. I'll tell you by the end of this, but might just blow your mind too, and then it becomes unbelievable. It's the reason I want to show you all of this. Well, I mean, this looks like some pretty legit shit. I mean, you got to admit it. But what is this? Well, if you look closely, he's got a beard. He's got a big beard, right? I mean, he's got a hat. It's like a double-stepped hat there, and looks like he's got liner around his eyes or something, but almost looks like he's wearing braces, but then again, that's the way people draw teeth, I guess. But if you'll look, this is a cobra. This is the hood of a cobra. And if you think of a monocle cobra, now on the back of it, it has like a loop, and then it comes down and does the nose and does a loop, loop. I can't make the little mouse pointer do it, but that's strange, isn't it? Cobra. I thought about leading with this one, but no. So where are we at now? Well, then people think about cobras, and then you think, of course, there's Egyptian cobras and Indian cobras, and that's about it, isn't there? Right? Okay, so where y'all think we're at? Where do you think all this stuff was found at? I mean, oh wait, now it gets more confusing, because that doesn't look quite right, does it? Kind of strange. Then you look at it though, and it's got oh man, it's got this South American symbol here on it, but then you look at the center of this, and that's a sundial and a wheel thing, and it doesn't have 8 spokes, because it looks like that's rubbed out there and that's rubbed out there, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, there's 8 spokes, but it's missing here and missing here, like it would have 9, 10, 11, 12. So it would have 12, but it only has 8. Is that something too? The eyes, they don't go all the way through. Apparently there used to be something in there. Who knows? When they found it, the eyes are bright, or it has the eyelashes on there for some reason. Kind of strange. Oh, here we go with the goatee beard. Anybody in the comments where we're at here? If I told you all of this was found together, and there's a sun symbol with the top of a hat, of an eyes, of something that looks like a demon or a god, little thin-lipped mouth, almost has a bull face, right? But a beard, right? All these beards and stuff. Where the hell am I at? Ooh. Well, that might be a little confusing, because now we have a double plumed hat. But that's gotta be South America. Right? I mean, Nadi. You look at it, it's that sign of the open mouth here. This is Egyptian. But, oh, that's just a necklace. Okay. Let's continue. Where are we at here? Oh. Where are we at here? Huh? Anybody? Now all of a sudden we feel like boy, have I been taking y'all around in places? Kind of around the world now? Where the hell are we at? Well, amazingly, I'll get to it. Look at this. There's only a couple of problems I have with this. There's that sun disk set up again right there. But then this, that's Berber language right there. And I'm not getting what that says. I do linguistics. I've done linguistics some and Sumerian stuff. I don't do that, but I could look it up and see. Something tells me one of those symbols doesn't go with the other. I've seen all these symbols. I do symbolism. Where are we at? No? Well, I'm just going to keep going. The hell is that? Well, if you look, it's got a panther sitting down with his tail up, and then there's a sun disk. You see this? And it looks like it's cut like a gem. Do you see that? And the eyes are cut like a gem. What's up with that? Yeah. And when they found it, this little part right here had some green on it. There's still some left right there. And there's like those Inca ones that have the green eyes and the blue eyes, and they had some jade kind of thing. The hell is this? Well, that doesn't look, well, it's got the wings beside it over here too. That's on the forehead of this thing. Where are we at? No? Okay. Well, what is that? Y'all are probably seeing some symbolism in this, hopefully, that I haven't mentioned totally. I know I've missed one or two things. Christmas tree standing earrings. Very Caucasoid looking face. Thin lips and an Egyptian chin beard. Odd hat. Almost looks like how I used to draw cowboy hats on top of people, but no, huh? Anybody? Yeah, let's just look at some more faces here. Wow. So I'm going to ask you again. Where are we at? Where are we at? I mean, this looks like legitimate artifacts, and somebody's just bullshitting you and putting them all together in one picture thing, huh? I'll tell you here shortly. Now we look like we're looking at, maybe some Mongols. Some Chinese or some Mongols, what do you think? Yeah. From about in the 1000 AD back to maybe 600 AD-ish range. Got a star symbol here, like the cute circle right there. What? Yeah, okay, and what's this? Oh, there's that flying sun disk right there. Yeah. Let me keep going here. So, where are we at? People, put it over here on the side if you would, where you think we're at. You know, look at this. So I'd say that person's kind of wearing some kind of Persian turban. Is this the snake? And it goes up that high? What is this? Very stern Caucasian looking thing. I think it's a male, not really a female. If it's a female, she's kind of staring you down a little bit there, but what is this? There's a dime, the edge of a dime. This is on a piece of schist. Or is this one of the metal ones? No, this is schist, yeah, because you can tell the chipping out of it and stuff like that. So, again, all smoothed off. Something kind of palmish. Great water skipping rocks, and they've all been carved out to look like this. Anybody know where we're at? No? Don't know where we're at? I don't know. Every time I see this, I think of the Taharka symbol from the 25th dynasty, whenever the Nubians got with the Kushites and took over Egypt for like 70 years. That looks like that lion that they have that they made for the Nubians and put it up in the Nubian area. You look at his effigies whenever they're over in the other places and it doesn't look so this way, but yeah, kind of looks like a lion, if you will. Do you see that? Just like the face of it. So where are we at when we found all this stuff? So logistically, the Romanesque looking things and stuff, did we find this all the way up in Ethiopia someplace, on the edge of there, with everything else we've been looking at? Are we? I'm getting there. We're getting to Lucky 13 and keep it going and stuff. I don't know. Hopefully Lucky 13 has something real cool on it. What is this? Scratched up looking helmet thing, almost a sun symbol, but yeah, I don't know. But then again, this looks like one of those medieval knights with their thing. Strange. Lucky 13. What is Lucky 13? Lucky 13 looks like it's probably not from where we've been thinking about just recently. If you look, that looks like some kind of islander people stuff going on. Gilligan's Island, the people are against them. God knows, what the hell is that? Hold on there, Baba Louie, I'll show you. Let's keep going here. Man, there's a thunderstorm going. Well, what is this then? Who dat? What is that? Oh, it looks kind of like an ancient king. Like, well, there's King Richard IV. Well, who is that? That's King Arthur. There he is right there. Well, no, he's got a fleur-de-lis on his head. On a band right there. What's up with that? Well, if you look behind him, there's this rainbow. But it really looks kind of like an Egyptian cowl, and then it runs down onto it here. It kind of looks like that. What's up with that? Then he's got his hand across him here. What are we looking at, people? What the hell are we looking at? What do you think we're looking at? I think all this is just fake crap. Somebody just whittle this out or whatever. What do you think? People, craftsmen working on all these things. I still say we're looking at like 2 ages of time though, and it's been put together almost like an ancient cashe with not quite as ancient, but ancient cashe. Right? Where are we at? Nobody? Nobody? What is that? To me, it always looks like, well, I ain't gonna say it yet, but so you can tell it looks, he's got his lips all pursed, almost like he's whistling. Okay, let's say that. Somber looking eyes. They went through trouble of making the upper lids quite a bit onto him. Kind of chubby Japanesey Buddha looking type thing. What's the deal on the forehead? Why does it have 2 holes in it? It's a necklace type thing. That's what this is. Okay, now I'll ruin it for you here. Look at the mouth. Now what it looked like to me is that's the upper lip, that's the lower lip, and he's sticking his tongue out right there. So he's kind of going, Okay, now, try and unsee it. Try to go back to he's just doing the other thing. It's hard to do. Now go, Okay, so let's go one more here. Where are we at? What are we looking at here? What is that? Got those giant ears. A couple of them had it on it already. Got a hole drilled right through it. It's almost perfect. It's got this scowling here going across it, and this loop in the eyes, the mouth, and it almost looks beakish or Fred Flintstone-y. You following me here? Okay, follow me further. This is really more of a jowls of it. This is a monkey with darker skin and a lighter mask of his face around his mouth and his eyes, right? Okay, yeah, but that'd be kind of a, where the hell are we? Where are we? Well, where we're at here is a place called the Hurricane Gallery, and there was like 25 pictures I thought before, but there's apparently over 900 pictures that this person has of artifacts that were taken out of this cache, and it's not the major things and not a lot of the gold artifacts either. Where are we at? Yeah, we're hitting 35 minutes, so I'm going to shut this down here in another minute or two. Let's just do a quick one here. It doesn't have many. Bird effigies, just to see what we're looking at here. I'll tell you where the Hurricane Gallery's from. You tell me on the sidebar where all this stuff is found out together. And what are we looking at? Well, we're looking at the Chimsu Hora, the followers of Horus. Oh, no, wait, hold on. It's a thunderbird. Well, no, no, if you look, he's standing on a fleur-de-lis. Look, that's a fleur-de-lis. The bottom of it's a fleur-de-lis. The middle of it is a banded mummy or an insect. The top of it is wings. It has the cowling onto it. What are we looking at here? Standing on a fleur-de-lis. You want me to tell you, don't you? Let's keep going here. Hold on. Where are we at when we would find old ancient things that look like this? So they've shown this, and I've seen this before in a couple of pictures, and they go, oh, look, he's an ancient spaceman. That looks just like, John Glenn in a spacesuit. You see that, right? That's not. You see this point going over here, what's going on? Well, if you look at it from the side, you'd realize that he's in the mouth are wearing a bird outfit. Like you see an American Indian wearing a bird feather cowling that looks kind of like a turkey, coming off of him in some way. But if you look, this guy's wearing that, wearing a wolf's head, wearing those things people used to wear. And it's even got the eyes up here and the cowling around the nose. You can see that. This is a hawk or a falcon or an eagle, one of those three. It looks more like a falcon than that Horus type of symbol. Of course, it would to me, but let's continue. Where are we at, people? Where are we at when we see all of this type stuff? When we see this effigy here? Well, first thing that comes to mind is that's a parrot, because, you have different looking beaks and so on, and that's going to be a parrot. But then again, all these raptors have a beak like that. And this has got perfect little squares cut out of it, and it's got a round necklace on it, and then you see this ruffle going down the back of it like a rooster cowl or something, and you're like, what? Well, the Sumerians, whenever you see the guy with the pine cone that looks like the Horus type thing going on at the trees, they have a cowling going down their back that looks very much a mohawky kind of thing off of it, right? So where am I at? It's a necklace. And of course that cord did not come with it, but it's a necklace. Where are we at? I got one more, then we'll go back to the main page. I think you can probably see that's an owl. It again has those crystalline scratched eyes, but it's 8 in each one. It says sun for the eyes. Cross-hatched chest, but it looks like feathers. Back like feathers. Maltese falcon. So what we're looking at here, I've got a whole story to go with the real reality of that thing, but no. Let's go back here. So the Virginia Horrigan Gallery exclusives, these are from there. All photograph artifacts in this section were taken by Virginia Horrigan during summer of '86 through summer of 1988. Exhibited here only a fraction of her collection of over 900 picture shots. These pictures were chosen for their outstanding beauty and artisan work. Within the categories listed below are examples of the finest ancient craftsmanship ever known to have been created, not only from the New World, but the Old World as well. Well, so what's the deal with this? So it's just somebody's collection, from around the world that they've gotten? Well, they look so much alike on these schist discs and stuff. No, not necessarily. It's not from around the world here, because what we're looking at here, there's a lot of different ones, and I'll get to some of those here soon. Let's go back to home. What we're looking at is an ancient archaeological discovery in Marion County, Illinois. What? Yeah, this is a Illinois County cave that they found, and it's a double cave system, and then there's other little mounds near to it. Whenever they dug it all out, they found these things. You see the background picture over here? Can you make this out? Yeah, you see that looks like an Egyptian, but it almost looks like some kind of England guy is an Egyptian. What's up with that crap? Well, there's a real relief that looks like that. It seems like they photoshopped that with that watercolor effect and just went meh, and then they tiled it. But the real one shows quite a neat thing to it too, and he's got a big mullet on him. But yeah, we're at an Illinois cave site. The Illinois Caves, Lost Tomb of Alexander the Great. What? I'm not telling you this is the lost tomb of Alexander the Great. These people are. I'm telling you this is a lost tomb, and it's found in the Americas, and it dates way back before people came across with Columbus and stuff, with a bunch of artifacts from 2 ages of mankind containing people from all over the damn place and world's artifacts. Like the Phoenicians that went everywhere, man. So what is this? Well, you'd have to write it off and just say it's fake. I'm about to show you another setup on this, and we'll just keep going. There's more of these. Lots more of these. We'll just look at these for a short while. I'd like to have this be a little bit of a culmination of my Ancient People in the Americas series. Recently we found out, around about Christmas time as a Christmas gift, that they found ancient remains of Caucasians that came across the Bering Ice Strait before and predating any of the Amerindians that they found. And now we know that we found sites, which I've shown you, 18,000 just right in Texas, at the Galt site, but then other places that date to 20 and 22,000 BC, and then they show remnants of somebody's doing flint work and somebody's doing stuff, but there ain't nobody here. Well, then who did this? It was flying ape monkey elephant people, and they knew how to do it. Saber-toothed tigers used to be real good at flinting. Is that what somebody's going to go with? Anyhow, yeah, guys, pretty wicked here. There's a Burroughs Cave, there's the Illinois Cave, and then there's the other Illinois Cave, the Lost Tomb of Alexander the Great that they found. And supposedly every artifact we've looked at yet comes from that cave system. And I'm about to show you more of those. In fact, when I clicked back that one time, so here's cave images, and let me just show you this real quick. We'll go to the 45. Notice how he uses Tanit symbols in ancient Phoenicians. Here's one of the cave setups. Here's another one where it goes in, and 2 of these, I don't know which 2 connect to each other, goes all the way back deep, comes out, and then there's an ancient opening, and the opening is all exclusive to itself, like its own little paradise, and it's got this round little hole all around it, and the rain comes in, it fills up the pool, and the pool drains back out and through over there, and they say the pool pretty much always stays full. They call it hominy holes, right? So kind of neat. And here's R2, here's the other site, and here's 2 different holes that go up in the caves, and this runs back through those rocks quite some distance, and this is the other side and how it connects to it in some way. And here's one of the holes leading back out of it from the other side. Here's one of the other ones. Excavated hole R2. Yeah, okay. So yeah, and back to cave images, cave interior, and so you can see how some of these run down through there, and where they found these crypts at, and where they found statues at, where this was at, where that was at, and so on. We'll go into this deeper. I just want to give you all a good glimpse at this, and just show you what all that looked like. Anyhow, guys, kind of neat. Artifacts, though. So far we went none of this. We went to Virginia Horrigan Gallery. Of course, not all of that has to do with all of this, but or this one setup. And here we did statues, portrait, faces, and birds. But next we'll look at animals and lions, elephants, snakes, utensils, axe heads, chariots, bears, and even warriors. Like, share, and subscribe, and enjoy. And yeah, I'll get the other one right up going. We'll have that out here shortly. Peace.